Joe, it's good to see you again after all these years. How time passes. We have more than a little bit in common.
Yes.
So I'm finishing up my 49th year. University has been
Which is
glorious
amazing,
to
by
me.
the way, and congratulations. Frankly, one of the more influential professors in the country. So, you influenced me greatly, and this is a really nice moment to be back here sitting with you.
I got all kinds of questions that are running through my
Sure.
mind that I'd like to ask. When did the idea germinate that you might be able to make, on whatever level and whatever scale, make movies?
We were, after the University of Iowa, I went and got an MFA in acting at Case Western in Cleveland. So my brother and I both went home. He was getting a law degree there. And a director named Robert Rodriguez had made a film called El Mariachi, and he wrote a book about how he made it for $7,000, inspiring a lot of young filmmakers to apply for credit cards, max them out, and try to make a movie on whatever credit card they could get. So we did that and made a film called Pieces that went to a film festival called Slam Dance in Park City, which is sort of the counterculture festival to Sundance. And we were discovered there by a filmmaker named Steven Soderbergh.
Are you surprised at this? Are you surprised at I guess what I really want to ask is this where you're going to stay in this genre, or do you?
We want to branch out. We have a lot of personal stories that we want to tell. We started our own studio called Agbo, my brother and I. It's been a long journey for us. Yeah. We've had a lot of different experiences in the film business and the media in general. So we did independent movies. We made television for many years and feature films. And we feel like we owe a karmic debt to the universe because of what Soderbergh did for us.
Is this going to go on, you think? Or
I think it'll absolutely go on. I don't, it's resonant, obviously. Why it's successful is because we're taking genres that are not traditional to the superhero genre, and we're mixing them together. And I think as it keeps evolving and diversifying, I don't even know that you should refer to them as superhero movies anymore. They're more fantasy films.
And all this stuff, I understand the bang, bang, boom, boom stuff and the pyrotechnics. They're glorious.
The eye candy.
But it's the story.
You used to tell a great story, I think, about the swim that you used to take, right? Was this with, trying to remember correctly, but was it with your grandfather?
Grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, around Steel Pier.
That's right.
Yep.
Around the pier.
Oh, God, you really were.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Wow.
These were, look, what we do with these films, it is all about storytelling. That is the priority for us.
Yeah.
And it is a grand narrative that we're weaving. It's this mosaic. And it's like United Artists, a bunch of different voices passing stories off to each other and then continuing to tell them in this pop culture platform that we have. A lot of the ideas that you presented in your classes, and I took all of them when I was here. I was a bit of a Doc Holstein fanatic. I TA'd my final year with you. And, everything I've learned, I pour into these stories. And you would discuss a lot about, whether it's genetics or how we grow up. We have very similar tastes in storytelling and the core mythology behind it and the human narrative that we've been telling since the dawn of humanity. And I think that these movies represent that on a very essential level in a way that other movies don't.
Somehow Iowa is important to this.
It's very important.
It's an unbelievable compliment to this university and this city that you brought this here. We thank you.
Well, I thank the university because in the trajectory of my life, I hit this university, it sent me that way. And that way led to this, and so you have to go back and honor and respect the people in your life that were very important, that led you to where you are in your life. And, I honestly wouldn't be sitting here had I not come through the university, had the experiences that I had here, taken the classes that I taken, been influenced by you.
You're very kind.